5. Here goes.
Good evening and welcome to We All Gon' Die Wednesday. It's free bean footage time, ladies and gentlemen. Roll that shit, Livingston man.
We all gon' die. We all gon' die. We all gon' die. It's a We All Gon' Die Wednesday.
Boom, there it is. What's up, everybody? Welcome to We All Gon' Die Wednesday. Nostradamus, Johnny Preps, Prepper
Book Club.
Thank you. Prepper Book Club, Celtic Grandma, Ghost Lincoln, Hunter 25, East Tennessee Preparedness, Dawn E, the prepping artist, Anne Marie, how are you? Loretta Hooch, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. Southern Tier Prepper, I see you out there. Let me tell you guys something. If you are not subscribed to Southern Tier Prepper, you're doing yourself a disservice. Southern Tier Prepper is
Tips
taking
every day.
Taking the internet by storm. Follow him on Facebook. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him everywhere. Militant Farmer Adventures. What's good, my brother? K. Paul, what's happening? Tracy K, how are you? I hope everybody's doing well this We All Gon' Die Wednesday. Lots of stuff happening in the world, man. The world don't look good, Livingston, man. There's freaking aliens in Miami. There's countries being thrown into turmoil because drug dealers got broke out of prison. The world has gone mad. The world has gone completely mad, and we need to be the steadiness, the rock in the madness, so to speak, because we're prepared. We're prepared. We don't have to go out into the fray. We don't have to deal with the bullshit, Livingston, man. This is why we do what we do, folks. Thank you all so much for being here.
More and more, I think we can all agree that more and more you step out in public for like 5 minutes or longer, and you're like, I hate people. You don't hate people, society has made you see that
it's like, degraded.
You don't want to be a part
degraded.
Of whatever all
what
that
do you guys
is.
Think?
Whatever all that is that you see out like in the world is like you don't want to be a part of it.
It's terrible. It's terrible. You don't even want the stores, man. I freaking hate going to the store anymore. Man, the people are just they're pushy. They're rude. There's no consideration. There's no nothing. It's like every man for himself. Track Houston, what's good, my brother?
Yeah. Now, persons are amazing and beautiful, unique fucking things. I failed right there. I was going to try not to swear. How long I make it? But anyway.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Get, like, people together, and it just is, you turn into cattle, sheep. Like, we never heard mentality.
Well, people just don't, they ain't acting right, Livingston, man. Rescue, what's good, my brother?
All you can do is you hold the door and you smile and until you walk in another person's shoes and you can judge.
Cherokee, what's good, brother? Yeah, that's a great and philosophy, Livingston, man.
That attitude that they have, you know.
I've been trying to take that stance and just, kind of let things go. Cause man, people are just not what they used to be anymore. They're just acting weird. Very aggressive, very, angry. Prepper has pointed this out a couple times. People are just aggressive, like overly aggressive. I saw in the news that Singulair, that's like a breathing treatment for people. It's been known to make people a little more aggressive, Livingston, man. It's giving them that old macho man attitude, you know, and
Bringing that
that's
back,
that's
all right?
kind of scary if you ask me.
Yeah.
Bear Lover 92,000 says, I work at a pharmacy, so maybe you got some insight onto that singular thing. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I guess they did some testing, and yeah. Patty S, that's a huge thing that nobody's really talking about, is the admission, the test that they did on plastic water bottles, Livingston, man. There is like, you're taking so much plastic in when you consume
I saw a couple
water out of these plastic bottles. Yeah. You want to look at the rise in all these, the cancers and all this other stuff, man. All these problems that people are having. Everybody's intolerant to gluten and everything else. Maybe it's just the freaking plastics. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Stanley Cup Fight Club.
Okay, so these Stanley Cups, like a buddy of ours pointed out this phenomenon, and then like 3 days later, like the world also found out about this phenomenon. Come to find
the
out,
Stanley Cups.
See, the idea of the Stanley Cups is rather than like pollute and like you're supposed to be green.
You're reusing your cup.
You got this cup and you reuse it, but apparently
Katrina, good evening.
Folks are doing is like collecting them. They got lots of them, and then it's like rather than like wash one, what they just stack them up. So I hate coffee mugs for this reason.
The travel mugs?
Any mugs.
Yeah. Because, halfway through the week, you got 10 of them on the counter, right?
We all got a favorite.
Yeah.
If it was up to you, would you really wash your coffee cup? And I bet you some of you don't.
Oh, no, bro. You got every day.
I know where it's been. It's seasoned like a cast iron.
I put milk in the coffee, so that I got to wash that thing out all the time.
I drink coffee black with sugar. I just rinse the damn thing when I'm done with it and whatever. We got a dishwasher. Things get washed, but if it was up to me, I probably would just rinse it, and I don't really care.
Independent Many United says she thinks that they're going to make a lot of scapegoats.
Independent what? What?
Independent Many United said that they think that they're going to come up with a lot of different scapegoats for the jabby thingy. I lie. What am I lying about, Tank? My coffee cups? I got a ton of coffee cups, bro. My wife washes my cup. It's true. She is.
I meant dishwasher like appliance, not dishwasher like spouse.
No, but that thing's got to be washed on the regular.
Same thing. I hear you.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a surprise for
Anne
you
Marie,
guys.
it's good to have you back.
I got a surprise for you guys.
For everybody out there, do me a favor. If you didn't get a notification for this, if you just turned on YouTube and saw we were live, check the bell icon, man. Whenever YouTube does a big update or something, Livingston, man, they seem to reset those bell icons to none. Especially if you haven't watched in like a week or so. We don't post a lot of videos, so typically it might be a week before you see something from us. Maybe it's just another live stream.
Which are about a week apart.
Yeah. So they kind of kick us to the back end of the burner there. So check that bell icon and make sure you're still where you want to be. I would hit alls because we don't post that much. And if you hit all, then, at least once a week, they'll let you know we're here. Southern Tier Prepper says they turn mine off for local prepper every damn day. Wow, that's terrible. I don't know what the problem is, man. I don't know what the problem is.
I do. The algorithm doesn't agree with your internet browsing history. Correct yourself.
Oh, there you go.
It's called re-education.
No pop-up. I checked, but YouTube just stopped. See, Cherokee? They're playing games. Believe it. They're playing games. Smash that like button. If you're here, if you're having a good time, if you're chit-chatting with us, we appreciate it. Smash that like button. It helps a little bit. Travis says, duck, duck, go. Well, yeah.
What's that?
That's like another browser, another form of, instead of Googling, you could use DuckDuckGo as a search engine. Right? I think so, right, Travis? I think that's what it is.
I can get my data mined by like the Kazakhstanis instead of the Chinese or the Russians.
Grateful Prep says, I do not get notifications for your live streams. Sometimes the next day I get it. Well, I guess better late than never. Mrs. B Local, good evening. How are you?
Same with me. Without fail, tomorrow morning, I will get a notification on YouTube saying Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival uploaded a video, and it's the live stream.
Oh, man.
That's what it tells me every single time.
Doing us dirty.
It never says, ding, you're live.
Yeah, I don't know what, I don't know what, maybe we all hit too many bell icons and the whole system would crash if it tried to deliver all those notifications.
That's
maybe
what
we
it
did
is.
this to ourselves, guys.
With a chat rate of 23 and 61 concurrent viewers, we brought it to its knees, you guys.
Yeah,
and I congratulate you.
They last week when Livingston Man and I were done with the stream, we're in what we call the control room, right? If any of you guys are creators out there and you live stream, you'll know about the YouTube control room. So it tells us how many people are here, how many people are watching, how many people are actively using the chat while we're live. And you get those solid numbers. I know how many people were here. I saw most of you guys were here for majority of the stream. Now, I'm not going to say everybody was here for the whole thing. But at the end of the stream, it says we have X amount of views. I think it was like 300 views or something.
It was pretty good. I want to say it was.
Yeah, it was.
So we took a picture.
It was up there.
We were excited. We're like, wow, a lot of people.
Yeah,
saw
I can't believe so many people tuned in tonight, and it was great to know, And we closed everything out and said our goodbyes, and we headed home for the evening. And then I looked on YouTube, and it said that we had like 44 views, and I know. Typically, we get about 60 to 80 people in the stream at a time. I don't know what they're doing, man. I think it's highway robbery what they're doing to the creators. I don't know how they calculate this stuff, and they give very vague answers as to
how they
how exactly are you breaking this down? Because on the surface, it really looks like you guys are
just making shit up,
just robbing creators blind, or it's totally something that's explainable. I'm not sure, man.
I mean, who are you going to call? Like YouTube? I demand you investigate yourself and figure out what's going on here.
Yeah. Take a look into it. No, I watched your hunting video. Thank you, Cherokee. Much appreciated.
The person wants us to start over. Their son is being...
Oh, Lucky Dame's got it, man. It's calculated in YouTube's best interest.
I can't believe that. It's YouTube, not like them tube, right?
Very true. I thought this was about me.
Yeah.
It said it right on the thing. Tank Houston says, they hate prepping, man. They don't want people, subscribers, comments, and chat. Oh, sorry, I just jumped there. Be prepared when shit hits the fan. They want us all to fall. Absolutely right. Travis, thank you so much for your donation, brother. We really, really appreciate it. Travis's he's trying. Okay, just click on anything. Click on anything.
Look
How about click the heart button again? Good Lord, he's gonna crash the whole stream.
Look, it won't go away. Come on, man.
Oh, there you go. Put in the. Oh my goodness,
Travis,
you do anything but type.
The stupid buttons are that. Interface sucks.
Get medical training, folks. Please go get medical training. I'll host another class if you need it. Get medical training. Please. Talk to Travis. StrategicETC.com. He will travel to you. Whatever you need, he's there for you. If there's a minimum to get a class together. Obviously, he has to come out and meet his minimum.
Tell him Mike sent
Get some friends. Yes. Get some friends together and take a medical class together. I know you can find a couple of people in your neighborhood. I found a lot of people in my neighborhood who wanted to go to the medical class, and that's so awesome, Southern Tier Prepper. Been emailing with Travis today. Fantastic.
He's the best.
Astain85, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Appreciate you being here.
125 in here talking about a Long Island thing. Long Island thing.
Grateful Preps, NJ, absolutely. And some not in my neighborhood. But man, we spread the love far and wide, Livingston, man. All the way to Ohio and back. I want to venture out again. What? No gloom and doom. Hey.
Not yet. Hang in there.
Working on it. We're working on it. It is We All Gonna Die Wednesday after all. So.
It's a philosophical thing, really. It's like we all gonna die Wednesday when you know you're gonna die Wednesday, and then you're like it doesn't happen. You're like,
yeah.
You're not disappointed.
Feeling like the kid who cried wolf, and like, this is number 65.
No. It's being purposely pessimistic. So this way, when the bad thing doesn't happen, you're still not disappointed.
Win. Yeah,
and that's what it is. That's what it is, man.
Always winning.
We did not die. Which is the first rule of survival. If you kind of fail, if you die, you suck, dude. Well,
old Joe Biden says, "Oh, we dying today." Yeah, you guys out there, old Joe Biden. I don't know
help
what
us
you're
out,
up to,
Joe.
Man. Yeah, you're gonna have to give us the skinny though, because I don't know.
Let's get this show on the road.
Southern Tier Prepper. Every time I climb a ladder on a Wednesday, I often say to myself, "Man, maybe we should have called it something else. Whacked Out Wednesday, or."
I played with electric all day today. Not to say played with, I worked with. It didn't really occur to me that it was Wednesday until you hit me up talking about anything you want to talk about, and I'm like, you want to talk about twisting wires? It's my life right now.
Teresa Buchanan, welcome.
No, it's a Keystone Light.
Oh, there you go, Keystone Light.
It's cheap. Okay.
Oh, good Lord. So I'm sure.
Well, you don't even enjoy it, don't I?
I was modding for Angry last night. He had his back-to-back streams. He does the Angry Prepper, Angry Truth channel.
They call it, it's not modding, but they call it simping now. Simping for Angry.
Oh.
Standing, if you want less offensive.
Well, I was a moderator in the chat.
It was hard.
Like I was 125 or the Watchman. Ooh. You know what I mean?
I officially give anyone with a green name permission to overrule anyone with a blue name.
What happens if we turn the green name blue? Should we find out?
They have to resign their position. You can't be both. We're either paying you to work here or you're paying to be here. And then there's this third thing, the white folks here. The white names.
Straight Kitten says, if Mike wasn't here, the topic would be twisting wires.
Maybe.
Yes, possibly.
I'd probably be showing you how to do it. Yeah. I got a surprise for you guys, and Mike maybe.
Mods are called.
Mike don't even know what I got on my sleeve, but I got a winter-related actual lead on something. I think you think it's cool.
All right, I'm with it.
It's a thing that does the same thing as this other thing, but is readily available and actually, in my opinion, haven't seen it, better.
Okay. So modding for Angry last night, he brought up the whole Miami situation.
Tell us all about this. I only saw where there was a big, a whole bunch of cops and nobody could understand why.
Yeah.
And my understanding stopped right there, so go ahead.
Miami, guys, give me your thoughts.
Our new camera.
Oh, he's running away. Johnny Preps, right to aliens. Eric says a flashlight. No, it's not a flashlight. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Miami situation? Blue beam rollout. Okay.
Explain it. Come on. I don't know what's going on here. I want the story. So you told me about it before.
So some folks, Lucky Dame says fake, and that totally could be Lucky Dame. A lot of people strive for attention, and they'll make up stories as they go along to see how stuff goes. Old Joe Biden says it was a terror plot that got busted before it happened. Yeah, could be. 3 people walking synchronized. The video outside isn't what. Yeah. Coffee First says it was a large fight. Cops called AI to make it look like something more.
It's doing it here. It's doing it here. Every single person has a different
opinion and the telephone gang, right? So we've heard so much stuff about these aliens. Some people said that they were like 7 to 10 foot tall, like apparition type figures, Livingston man, right? That's what they're saying that they saw down here in Miami. And I'm like, man, it almost sounds like a mass hysteria. So if people actually saw what they said they saw, right? perhaps it's something a little more sinister, Livingston, man. Perhaps this is yet another experiment that's been pulled on the unsuspecting general population by good old Uncle Sam and his homies.
What happened is the Large Hadron Collider
sucked us into the fourth dimension.
They opened the gates of hell. You ever play that game Doom?
Yeah.
It's about to go down, bro. Like,
yeah.
They're gonna burst forth out the gateway.
So,
shit.
My thought is, you're in a place like Miami with in a mall, right? Big giant building in Miami. That thing's got to have one hell of an air conditioning system, right? So the government has been known to put aerosol units on the rooftops in low-income areas and disperse particulates into the air that they say are for scientific purposes or harmless particles we're going to release into the air and see where they fall so we can calculate where they'll go. Right? So I'm
going to post a link to what he's talking about.
They say stuff like this. Right?
Link is posted.
And
he's not talking out his ass. This is an official.
This is real. This is real stuff that really happened, and they've done it. We all know about MK Ultra and them experimenting with psychedelics on people and different chemical brain altering compounds and stuff like that. So I think it's perfectly feasible that perhaps they released some agent into perhaps the ventilation system in a large building like this, just to see how folks would react to said agent, because there's a history of them doing it, Livingston, man. They've done this in the past, so just saying that, this is...
I'm going to start right off from what...
in my opinion, this is a real possibility. These guys have done this stuff. They've been caught red-handed doing this stuff.
From the article that I posted the link to, starting sort of in the middle, but in the mid-1950s, and again a decade later, the Army used motorized blowers atop a low-income housing high-rise at schools and from the backs of station wagons to send a potentially dangerous compound into the already hazy air in predominantly black areas of St. Louis. Local officials were told at the time that the government was testing a smokescreen that could shield St. Louis from aerial observation in case the Russians attacked. But in 1994, the government said the tests were part of a biological weapons program, and St. Louis was chosen because it bore some resemblance to Russian cities that the U.S. itself might attack. The material being sprayed was zinc cadmium sulfide, a fine fluorescent powder.
And they actually believe now that the zinc in that may have contained radioactive particulates, that this may have been a radiological experiment, and it would explain some of the cancer rates in that area. This stuff happened. It really happened. They really test things on unwilling, unknowing public
or deceived people. Yeah. Just
straight up lie to you and tell you that everything's fine. I remember them doing tests in the subways in NYC where they were dispersing a harmless powder to see how it traveled through the subway system. So they claim it's harmless powder. They used to hide this stuff, Livingston, man. But in the new era that we're in, with everybody having a camera, a cell phone, people everywhere, so many eyes, so many people paying attention.
Surveillance.
They find it's better to just leave it in the open and say, hey, we're doing this. There's nothing up with it. The guys wearing the mop suits putting the shit out, don't worry about that. They're leaving as soon as they turn this thing on. And that's kind of the way things go down now. So I don't know, guys. Yeah, my jury's out, but I think that this may be a hallucination. It could be an ultra low frequency weapon. I know China has something very similar that their soldiers carry, ELF weaponry that can make people hallucinate, can make people see visions, it can make people cower. These are the new, we call them 5th and 6th generation warfare weapons that are coming around. I don't know, Livingston, man.
Speculation?
I think it's the next level of them testing stuff. I really, really do. Sandy, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Anne-Marie, we tried to have Angry on not that long ago, and as soon as the two of us linked up, it was like total failure of all audio. I don't know what happened.
I ran so many diagnostics, and what went wrong with that? My conclusion, unfortunately, is that it was actually on his end.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Something was up. Robert Bates says, the Livingston man is not dressed for soy boy success. He said, we were in a chat and I was complaining about the YouTube's crap, and he said, what you need is Livingston man with nice long hair and a dress. You need some gun bunnies. You need something like that. And he had discussed the pink tutu for the Livingston man this evening. I forgot to mention it. I'm sorry. I totally let him down. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it as a sign of respect that he decided to hit you up about this. Talk about me in a dress. And I'm not even in the conversation.
Oops, says bunny slippers. Yeah, pink
dress
bunnies.
Him like a mannequin.
Yeah.
Slay. It's your camo sock, Johnny. God damn it.
Bug Out Adventures says, y'all check out that 6th generation weaponry. Ain't no one ready for it. Yeah, they've been working on some stuff, man.
What about the EMP, bro?
Well, yeah, sure.
Is there a fucking Mesmetron's gonna work then?
I don't know. CUCV Farmer preparing for major snowstorm.
Imagine hitting like a typical millennial.
Ooh.
Like they set it to like depression and like they shoot the millennial with it, or he's like, "Joke's on you, I'm into that shit." Come on.
Oh man, 10 to 14 inches of snow. You're talking blizzard conditions, CUCV Farmer. Hey, get your stuff done, man. Get your stuff done. You ain't got to stand around here and watch.
Hunter,
They're fun to listen to, but I'm not too much to look at.
Hunter, I love and appreciate all your posts. Like this dude, just sends me sweaty pictures of himself. Like
first thing in the morning.
I can smell the picture, and it's like 5:30 in the morning. He's like out here, he's burning sweat just so he can show me his picture of him doing it. And,
he gets up every morning with you in mind. I can't wait to send Livingston Man another picture.
It is so
New York redneck.
It is beyond flattering.
You're so much to look at. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in.
That people think of us in this way. Like people can't see a can of Spam without feeling the need to tell me about it. Yo, I seen some Spam today, bro. I'm like, wow, cool.
Adrian Bragg says, what about the laser beams from satellites that have hit, real or not? Now, they do have real satellites with laser beams on them that measure the distance from sea level. So it gauges like uplift in volcanoes and things like that. I know there was a video out a while ago of like this green laser coming across Hawaii. And those are areas that those satellites would often scan for uplift and things like that. It can give geologists a big heads up on a volcanic eruption or something like that. So some of those are real. I don't know about the death rays from space, but who knows, man? We had Star Wars in like the 80s, right? 80s.
Well,
90s,
we would have. The
yeah,
technology existed. It was very expensive at the time and got shit canned. Star Wars was a possibility, but also the Russians saw it as a direct threat of war, because what it did is make it so the Russians couldn't strike us and we could strike them. And it's an unacceptable non-balance of power to them. And it was ended up shit canned in the interest of let's build less nukes instead of more.
Yeah, well, I don't think that deterred anybody. Man.
Right, and same with space weapons. There's treaties about this. You can't have weapons in space. What you're going to find out is that everybody that has a satellite
has a weapon in space.
And Antarctica also is not supposed to be militarized, but yet the only way in and out of Antarctica as an American is through the United States Air Force. That's what's ostensibly a military base, but there's no weapons there.
Nothing good.
Of course not.
Anne-Marie says, did y'all get any of that severe weather over your way? I got some heavy rain, a good bit of wind, but nothing really severe. We never lost power. Everything stayed up, fingers crossed, knock on wood. It did all right.
We're getting the sequel a week later, right? It's going to do the same thing again.
It's going to do the same thing all over again.
It's going to do the same thing again.
Yeah, we're trapped in a vicious cycle. Vicious cycle.
we want to talk shit about like conspiracies and people controlling stuff. I'm pretty sure that
The
they're,
weather.
They're getting
doing something, man.
they're getting better at being able to control the weather. At first, it was a little chaotic, and you're like, "What the heck are you guys doing?" But now it's like January 1st, flip the switch. Cold. It's cold now. Look, there's snow. Like it's winter.
Yeah.
Or another
Yeah.
thing, you want a real thing. You want a real mind, a mind sex. It's not that the seasons are wrong. It's not that the weather is weird. It's that the calendar's off. It's not actually January.
It does seem that way.
It's not actually January.
Yeah, it's like really December.
They've adjusted the calendar numerous times throughout history, and it's arrogant.
Due for another one? I don't know. Well, maybe, you know. I do think you're right about that.
Because some nerds.
What do you guys think? Is the calendar wrong anymore?
Because some nerds told you that the Earth spins at this speed. You got
They didn't account for everything.
Because again, we investigated ourselves. When there's one guy who has the so-called radar gun that tracks how fast the Earth moves, and you got to trust what he says.
That guy.
I can't go like shoot the moon and figure out how fast we're moving, but they get to just tell me, and I'm supposed to believe it. What is this, church? It just came out. Deal with it.
Is this real or is this a simulation? Says Prepper Book Club. I've been looking into that whole simulation theory thing. Look
deep inside yourself. You want to know about a simulation?
Lately, that's wild. There's some wild stuff out there.
One question. Okay, have you ever seen your neighbors bring in groceries? Everybody think about it, because you haven't, have you?
Oh man.
Think about it. Have you ever once seen your neighbors bring in groceries? Because you do it, right? We do it, and it's like this big deal, and you're like, "Oh man, all this stuff, mad trips." I'm trying to lie. Like,
K. Paul says our magnetic north has moved more than 10 degrees. Do you think our weather has moved 10 degrees? I do. I think that's that would be like a whole month. You know, you're talking a 12-month cycle. 10% of that is like a whole month, and it does feel like we're a whole month off. It really, really does.
I'm telling you, it's the calendar, man. It's proved they've had to adjust it before. It's historic.
Well, I don't know that you have to adjust it, but the seasons are definitely different. You know, it seems that the fall through October is very warm here anymore. It used to be cold here in October. You know, we used to get that real cold snap down into the 30s and the 20s.
I saw snow on Halloween maybe 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah. I think the calendar is almost ahead, you know. I think we're getting that September weather in October, and everything's a month off. So we're December weather right now. It used to have snow on Christmas all the time. So it's weird. It's weird. The USDA zone changes are crazy. Went from 4B to 6. See?
What are people saying about like watching their neighbors bring in groceries?
Yeah. My neighbors don't bring in groceries. See?
Isn't that weird?
Betty Lou doesn't have any neighbors. Independent says rarely.
Think back. Okay, like I'm not even now, but ever. When you were a kid, did you ever see like anybody come on?
Grateful Preps post, get right up there. Lex Friedman did a podcast. Scientist, there you go, right there. Boom, pin that up there. Pin it. There it is. The probability we are living in actual physical reality is near zero. We are somewhere in between actual reality and some fucked up shit. Lucky Tame Preparedness. I know he's got my wheels turning now. All I can think about is how many times I've seen my neighbors. You know what's funny though? I've seen my neighbors like in the grocery store.
Your average person goes to the grocery store twice a week. There's got to be a time when you just happen to look over and see them pulling bags out the car, but it never happened. Did it?
Bug Out Adventure says too many conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
People talking about the Earth is flat, and I'm like,
the simulation theory, man. It comes back to that. That's the simulation theory. And man, we're all over the map.
You want to get mind sexed again? Of like, dude, we don't live in like. Me and a buddy of mine had this conversation one time. He's like, "How do I even know you're real?" I was like, "I can assure you I'm real." And he said, "Of course you would say that."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Totally could be.
What if we're all
I'm not going to be peeping out the windows now. Is your neighbor bringing in groceries? They could totally be doing it right now. See, that's why we made this podcast, so you couldn't see your neighbors bringing the groceries. We're all part of the matrix.
Now everybody's going to be watching. All right, so come back and comment anytime you feel free to
Now you're
all hanging out the windows.
The whole neighborhood beer and smoke zone. Some random dude. I seen it. I seen the wood. Seen the wood. Papa's Farm. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hope all is well.
You can easily assume that any simulation would be programmed to deny its existence to anyone living within it.
Yeah. Okay.
And to do practically anything, computers programming lives in absolutes, and without thinking about every single possibility, a computer has the ability to find any single loophole. So without extremely you almost need computers to program computers, because humans can't think of all the things that computers would think of.
The New York Redneck says, can we discuss this over mushrooms and a 30-pack?
We'll be like speaking mud and rock language by the time we're done, like living in a moss hut.
Rum Runner says, I work at night, I don't see him much. You got me. 100010001.
Of course you would say that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What you do, just live happily in your cute little simulation, because I don't know, otherwise, like, I guarantee you, say you were ripped from it, we all saw happen to that motherfucking Keanu Reeves, and you don't want to be ripped out of it. Just enjoy your steak and live in the thing. Like, just be the battery.
Well, if that's
be a happy little battery.
So if it's the truth, and it is a simulation, you should be able to steer your simulation with just the power of your mind and literally will things.
It's called lucid dreaming, and it can be done.
No, just will things into existence, Livingston Man. I should be able to manifest.
So you have user access, not admin access.
I don't know, man.
You don't get to change unless you got to hack into it. Like, you got to call from an old rotary phone and be like, "I'm in."
Yeah. Telling you.
It's food for thought, if nothing else, and for no other reason than to sit back and get worried about it. Because, like, if it's true, like, there's no way to do anything about it. And whatever. I think
it's a glitch in the Matrix, Amory.
Well, I think that we're allowed to even address the possibility would be a glitch, and so then it's not possible. The first thing they would do is program it to make sure that we could never question it.
Well, they say so. So they say that the deja vu feeling,
and then it turns into who is they?
The deja vu feeling, right? The deja vu feeling is when something in your reality shifts and something changes, right? And that's when that deja vu feeling comes in, that your future has been altered.
If you really boil down and condense like history as well, it's just a cycle that happens. But like the technology and the means to do so get more and more advanced, but the same thing occurs again and again. It's as if like
Groundhog Day.
It's as if it's
a loop.
Experiment is stuck in a loop, like, and we're like the person running it is insane. They keep trying the same thing, expecting a different result with more and more stuff. It's weird, right?
It's the Prepping Mantis says, we're living in a simulation playing Minecraft and The Sims while watching The Truman Show. Mind blown. Yeah, totally.
Who's looking down on you? Who's controlling you? What little icon you got over your head? When you have to go to the bathroom, did you really think that yourself?
Yeah.
Or were you just standing there looking at your overlord like, I can go to the bathroom, and they clicked on you and made you go do it?
Bougade, the feeling I've never done any of this before. Oh, well, that's the opposite, huh? That's pretty cool. Did not know that.
It's just
dude. I hope that's
deja vu, sort of backwards.
Yeah, voudage.
I would. I'd just be like, never done this before. And those experiences tend to start with like the immortal words of fuck it, here we go. Like, what am I gonna do? Break it? Promise you guys a surprise. But so then, and back to the whole like they spraying freaking mind altering drugs out the aerosol systems. This is not unheard of, and in literature, they
yeah, man.
a great
Totally.
book by Aldous Huxley called Brave New World.
Yeah.
It's where Orwell feared a world where people couldn't read and were denied access to information.
Okay.
What Aldous Huxley's world was where people didn't care. They didn't-
Oh. Well, yeah, we're definitely headed towards that, right?
So what they would do is if there was like a problem, a riot, a disturbance, whatever, they would spray aerosol chemicals that chilled everybody out. Everybody was fine. And then the orderlies would come in and drag them away, laughing and cackling, having a grand old time, put them in timeout.
Right.
It was if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about, and you should. It's
Prepper
called
Book Club, yeah.
Yeah, it's called Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Everybody goes to 1984, but here's another one with a very different mindset that is intriguing nonetheless, because also just as relevant and modern as Orwell was. And of course, there's Fahrenheit 451, where their mission was to exterminate all the old knowledge. They burned books. They would find them, they'd torch them, burn them. But the firefighter guy that burned the books, had a fascination for them and was collecting them. Grab them here and there and take them back. And then, but then he ends up, I don't want to spoil it. Read that one too. That's Fahrenheit 451, and I unfortunately forgot who wrote that.
Interesting.
Another classic. Your 3 classic scenarios of dystopia. That's my votes on them.
Yeah. Yeah, 1984, man. We are there, bro. We are there. Those robot dogs from Fahrenheit 451, the hounds.
Yeah. There's movies been made about this, but even when you read about these things in the book, they're scary.
Well, a book brings so much more to things sometimes than a movie can.
You have to hallucinate it.
Almost. Tank says, YouTube keeps kicking me out, boys. Telling you. It's terrible. We need glasses like the guy in They Live.
What do you mean?
For
Like,
real.
are you? What could possibly be happening? Are you trying to comment like too fast?
There should be no. There's no. I don't have any restrictions on for comments or anything.
Should I just because?
Oh yeah, they keep telling Livingston Man to insert the ads. He won't do it.
I will do it. And don't test it. I'm saving it for when somebody want to act up in the chat, and then you're gonna
Bam! Have a YouTube ad.
And who knows what ad they're gonna show you?
Oh yeah.
They put ads
I
on
tell
my
you
channel.
what. If you're into preparedness and you're not seeing the nutrient survival ad with city prepping, you're lucky. Because I get pounded with that ad on a regular basis, man. I don't know how much nutrient survival paid YouTube to run that ad, but you got your money's worth. I promise you guys, you got your money's worth. For sure. Freezes up, got to go out and come back in. Man. Turn our resolution down, bro, or back up in the thing. We don't have to be like live. You could be like a couple seconds behind.
Yeah, we're doing like a low latency stream here, so this one might be doing some bandwidth, I suppose. Your phone should be taking care of it, but
yeah,
we'll fight our way through this, man.
East Tennessee says I unsubscribed over that ad.
We didn't know at first that you could tell it what sort of ads you would prefer to see. Like they're trying to, because they'll just swoop in with that like erectile dysfunction shit.
There you go. Now he blends right in. Dusty Country Roads, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. I know, for real, Jeremy. Holy cow, they crushed it, man. They crushed it.
$10 and this comes off. Do I hear 15?
Oh Lord, have mercy. Please keep your money, folks. Please. We got time to go.
No, you keep track of it when that fucking money
money.
button starts getting hit. I swear to God, you want ads? Because this is how you get them. You'll make my money somehow. Oh, watch what happens when I do the effect where I remove the chair and my entire upper body's gone. I'm just a floating head.
It's a floating head.
I don't dance.
No.
I just pull up my pants and do the rock away.
You lean back?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That was a good one. I'll give you that one.
Come on, man. Joey Crack. You know they called him that because his pants sagged too low. You see his ass? He said it, not me.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I still got a surprise for him, but we got 5 minutes.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Think about it.
Johnny Prep says he keeps getting weed gummy commercials. Wow. That's not too bad. I mean,
At least you don't get those hot singles in your area. Like, you know, I see what you've been browsing for on the internet.
Betty Lou, we're gonna find out here eventually, but I'm nervously anticipating.
Who asks what's the surprise? Like,
oh, Washington State Ferry almost sinks near Esquihana.
fuck, I was going that way too.
How far are we from Oneonta? You're up there all next week.
Not up in the Great Green North.
Yeah,
that's way up there.
Yeah, I think it's probably
all the way from as far as you could go.
2+ hours, I believe, from Oneonta.
Yeah, we should all as all of us New Yorkers, we should learn how to do is what wildlife management area are you from?
Yeah, WMUs, man.
Yeah, just tell you that's it. Units, right?
Yeah, WMUs they call it. It actually it actually breaks it down pretty well. You know, it just about splits every small county down here, like Dutchess or Columbia. They're like perfect little rectangles, so it divides them almost in half. Micro Wolf says, I don't get ads. I got the premium account. That is a good thing. Patty, yes, 45 minutes from Oneonta. 7M7R. Yeah. I'm a 4Y kind of guy. 4Y. Occasionally 4Z. Oh, look at that. What is that?
Well, it's part of the surprise.
Okay.
I need to copy that. I'm not going to paste it yet, but
okay,
it's been copied.
Okay,
Officially
interesting.
on notice. You got 3 minutes.
I don't know.
Still, I start talking some smack. So we got 2 minutes. Where were you? I was listening. Yeah, I was doing things. It's not poop ads. It's people. You want poop ads?
Don't get your $2,500 grocery cart. Oh man,
I did pretty good at the grocery store the other day. We went in and we grabbed like just store brand stuff.
Okay.
And honestly, saved like 50%, dude. Like
really,
unless you're a real stickler for your brand name stuff, I promise you that the store brand stuff is good enough, and you are gonna save out the booty hole. Okay, like it was like because usually you go ahead and just get I'm gonna get this and get that, get all good stuff. Yeah. That bag of groceries is $150, $200.
Yeah, man.
This time we were able to walk out with 3 bags for like $200.
I got 3 whole bags.
3 whole bags.
$200. $200.
I remember going shopping with my mother back in the day. I was a wee child, and she'd be pulling up get that winter shopping, that big shopping.
Yeah, the big bulk
pulling
shopping,
up 3 carts full.
Yeah.
And it was like $300.
Yeah, that was back in the day. And can sales.
3 bags full like I'm the Bob Black Sheep or some bullshit. Like
man, you used to be able to get the so the canned goods, right? Like a dollar for the corn or $1 for the green beans. I do remember shopping for those when they were like 25 cents. So, it's the dollar is like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
We ran across some old receipts from an auto shop. People was catching an oil change, 4 new tires, and like the labor, it was like $13. Yo, come on, man.
Lucky Dame says, often the store brand is the same stuff in the brand name box, just the labels are different.
True.
Yeah. The processing facilities where they package all that stuff, it all kind of just put the noodles in the box, close the box up with the thing on it. They print the label later. Yeah. Watchman says, a quick briefing. Ecuador is in chaos. Peru is on alert. Papua New Guinea is having riots. South Korea is preparing for war. And problems in Poland and the Middle East continue. The world gone mad, folks. the best thing you can do about it right here, right now.
Smash that money button, son.
No. Keep a cool head, number one. Number two, prepare. These things are obviously contagious, Livingston, man. You know, it started out with the whole thing over in Ukraine, and then it seems that everybody wants some war. War seems to be super contagious. They're like, yo, look at them dudes fighting. Like, yo, I fight better than them dudes.
Big money.
And then somebody's like, yo, you can't fight, dude. And you're like, yo, shut up, bro. I'll fight you, dude. And then next thing you know, they're lobbing missiles at each other. And it's off to the races.
It's almost like there's a power vacuum. Like there's supposed to be like
A new world order holding all this shit together.
boils down to a big guy, the world police, and you know people rebelled against that mindset. So now you get this.
Yeah, man. It's not looking good out there on the global stage. I hope it never spills over to here, but we got our fingers in so much stuff, guys. Eventually, it's gonna come back here in one form or another. You know, we haven't seen anything since, well, I can't say anything, but anything, you know, super major since September 11th. I don't know. I don't know what's next. I don't know what the end game is, but it just feels like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I have no idea.
Thank you, Grateful Preps, and Jay doing his part.
Thank you, sister. We greatly appreciate it.
Their part. I'm sorry. All right, fine.
Oh
No,
Lord.
you know what? Because actually, I have a part of the
TT1, what's good, my brother?
part of the surprise. All right, so I'm gonna post another link, and what this requires is you guys to look at this.
Okay.
I'll be right back with not only a
Okay.
contender, but a superior version.
Okay.
Keep them entertained. Might take your shirt off.
No, I'm totally not taking my shirt off. Devil Dog Prepper, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, smash that like button if you could. We really appreciate it. Dino the Marauder, what's good, my brother? Hope all is well. Yeah, the world's not looking good, man. Best thing we can do is be calm, cool, collected, have a plan, have preps, and be ready to move if you need to. Johnny Prep says, I'm guessing it's a camera mount. No, he shared that link. You click that link. That's we call that the level 7s, right? That's the level 7 of the Equax gear. That's like the warmest layer you can get. That's the one that, man, I can't remember when it was, but it was a while ago.
I did a video about that.
Ghost said, I'm canceling my subscription. I would too.
So if you looked at the link, I wanted to bring it up on a page and show you guys, but I didn't want to crash the stream doing it. But so,
Okay.
In the interest of it, winter is, we would assume, just going to get colder from here.
Absolutely.
And now this is the thing, whether you maybe you drive around on tractors, maybe you go ice fishing, maybe you go hunting, the Equax gear is notoriously hard to get your hands on.
Yeah, it can be.
If you can, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
What I found, did a bunch of research on it, ultimately bought with my own money, is, in my opinion, superior in always really but one. I'm gonna show it to you. So please tell me if you didn't look at the link, you're lost here.
Okay.
But what I got today at the store for $150, but I was gift card rich.
Oh, okay. All right.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So what I got. You guys see me? All right. We're gonna have to bring in the saturation here to show them. I got the same thing.
It's good color.
Okay. I got
good
the
color.
same coat. It's a Carhartt. Hot
Yeah.
already.
He's melting.
So wait, I'm gonna bring in some color here.
So you're saying that this guy is level 7, but like superior to you're good and poofy. Yeah.
It's enhanced. All right, see that?
Yeah, it's
perfect.
Carhartt brown. It's Carhartt brown.
It's Coyote Brown. Like this is multi-cam approved
Yeah.
color.
It's a
right?
coat.
So it's got Sherpa lining in
Okay.
from the upper back right to the hood. The Equax coat does not. This has
It's much thicker.
it's a quarter of nylon shell.
Okay.
I have an Equax coat like the one I showed there, and I have always been terrified that a pricker bush is going to destroy it.
Yeah.
That won't happen here.
Totally.
It's got way more pockets than the Equax coat does. It's got fleece lining in the pockets.
Okay.
The Equax coat does not.
All right.
It's got, like I said, the furry hood. You see this?
Yeah, none of that in the Equax.
Bro, it's got a durable water repellent finish. The same thing as
Johnny Preps.
So when I saw this coat, not only did I want it, I just got it.
He just bought it. Give him a minute.
Today.
Give him a
I'm even
minute.
washing it. All right. Why I think this is superior to the Equax coat is no, it's not military approved. It's got plastic parts and whatever the hell else. It's also not made in America. What it is readily available and not horrendously expensive for what it can do. I'm literally about to start sweating right now.
Eric, thank you very much. I most certainly will. I do not have my pen and paper with me, but I will also put you down for another one as well.
This ties in with my philosophy that as long as whatever you're clothing, especially in cold weather, it's about the features it offers. It's not about who made it. It's not about what country it came from. It's not about what color it is. Can you get one? Does the cost outweigh the benefit? In this case, like none of those is true. I got this at the local hardware store.
Fantastic.
For not a lot of money. And
Awesome.
In my opinion, surpasses U.S. military technology. And the only difference between this coat and my actual military Equax coat.
It's got more pockets and it's a little more heavy duty.
And my military one is multicam.
Okay. Well, yeah, camouflage.
And I'm
but brown is a great camouflage. Ask the dealer.
But yeah, I took it off again for you, so hit that money button.
Dino the Marauder says, independent, I am POTB. So perhaps that clears it up for you. She said that she sees, people talking to POTB in the chat, and he has changed his name to Dino the Marauder. And perhaps that's the confusion there. So he's here. He's Dino the Marauder. He goes by many names. Many names. I still know him as Prepping Outside the Box. Believe that.
So on
Independent says, yup, I see him. Got it sorted out.
On a final note about the coat is that
it's awesome, bro.
Well, that's half a sleeping bag.
It's
right
awesome.
Instead of packing a sleeping bag, maybe you could just pack the big coat. Being nylon, it's more also being around campfires. Anything with a polyester shell is going to melt and get holes in it.
Yes.
Nylon is a
little
more resistant, although not fireproof unless treated and labeled as such.
Okay.
And that's my rep of Carhartt. Just saying, they produce something, in my opinion, superior to what the U.S. military put out for cheaper, and you can buy it at the hardware store.
There you go.
Done with that rant.
There you go.
I was going to give them 15 minutes. I only gave them.
The Equax system, if you guys can get a hold of it, it is a fabulous system, especially for cold weather. I would skip the level 1s, get the level 2s, right? So what do you think are the best pieces of that to get a hold of if you can, Livingston?
The best pieces of the Equax system to get a hold of is you want the level 1 silk weight.
Okay.
Level 1 being they're long underwear, right? I also appreciate a level 2 shirt.
Yep.
But not so much the pants.
Oh, I love the pants, man. That's my jam.
About the system is it's modular. You wear it any way you want. You have all this stuff. So you have a silk weight. You have a what I call waffle shirts. Grid fleece.
Yep, grid
is
fleece.
Level 2.
Yep.
Level 3 is essential. It's a fleece.
Fleece jacket. Yep.
You've seen all the National Guard and soldiers wearing them, the little fleece coat thing.
No, it's not EK whack. Could you type wax for the folks in
we're
there?
pronouncing it military style.
Yeah, it's extreme
cold weather clothing system. Although now they changed it to like extended climate warfighter clothing system.
Okay,
nonsense.
Patty S. Livingston, man, why is this video titled a 65 retirement age?
Because 65 is retirement age.
Was They moved that shit. It's like 67 now, isn't it? I think it is.
I didn't do that, and so
Yeah.
so
Well, it used to be retirement age.
level 4 is just a shirt. It's a nylon shirt with water repellent finish. It's a windbreaker essentially.
Okay.
But I've heard from people that use it that it's also great just as a BDU shirt in general because it's cooler and easier to wear. Level 5 is made of the same fabric as level 4, but it's cut into a parka and a pair of pants.
Okay.
No insulation.
Okay.
You're meant to wear the other stuff.
That's the stretchy, right? The windproof stuff. Right?
It's a soft shell.
Yeah, that's the stuff you really want right there. Number 5.
There are 2 videos about.
That's a tough one.
Level 6 is a Gore-Tex jacket and pants.
Yeah.
Probably the one of all of them I've used the least. When you put on Gore-Tex, if you're not just going to stand there in the rain, you're going to sweat to death and get just as wet as if you weren't wearing it at all.
Yeah, it's like wearing a trash bag. They put
they say it's breathable. It's not.
They put zippers in it to kind of release some of the heat that you can build up in them, but then
you get wet down your armpits.
They don't work very well.
And finally, level 7 is essentially like if you took a sleeping bag and made a pair of pants and coat out of it. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, that stuff is incredibly warm.
If you can somehow, I was so lucky. I found a surplus store that was from Fort Bragg.
Oh yeah, the old Fort Bragg surplus.
And I was able to get into a hold of the entire system in my size, like new with tags. And I hate to tell you, but good luck now. Yeah. Now maybe you got a buddy or a cousin in the army or something, hit them up.
Hey, hit the surplus stores, man. If you have a surplus store in your area and you haven't been there in a while, go pay them a visit. Spend a couple bucks. You might be the reason that they stay.
Mods, we have a couple videos about this, 2 of them, I believe, where we break down the system.
Yeah, the ECWAC system. Chassis Skirt says, I love my USMC Whoopee. The Whoopee is the truth. South Florida DCL, good evening. Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Did we get to retirement age? Eric, apparently the Livingston man has been duped. He forgot that they moved the retirement age. So we're going to have another retirement party when we hit 67. So, yeah, Grateful Preps, they're in there somewhere. They're back over a year ago, I think, was the first one. And the second one was even further back than that. Betty Lou, yeah, that's a decent store up there in, I can't remember the name of the town, but junctions of Route 9 and 20 up in Albany County. There's a small surplus store there. Otherwise, if you're in New York, in the Hudson Valley area, Albany area, check out Mohawk Army Navy. They have a couple of different locations, and
they got that Army.
They have the real surplus. Check the tags. Make sure it's real surplus.
It smells like it. You can smell it. You walk into it.
Yeah, you can smell the.
Where that surplus at? I can smell it. Like it's in the basement, sir. Thank you.
Lucky Dame says, while you're at the surplus store, pick up an entrenching tool. Yeah, not a bad idea to have one of those. They come in handy.
I do outside farm work. I'm surrounded by entrenching tools all day. It's like some of my preps are more.
Coffee first. Have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Like we just have that.
Eric says mildew equals surplus. Rescue. Thank you so much, my brother. Really appreciate it.
That's our video too? What a great guy. There's 2 of them, but yeah, the one leads to the other one. It's linked. So
yeah, they work really good.
And if you watch these videos, never mind the fact that like they're whatever color they are and they're military issue, whatever. The principles of how they work is what I want you to take into account.
Yeah, the layerings, the systems.
It doesn't have to be
super bougie, man. You can buy this stuff cheap.
Yeah, it's about what it is doing, and in a lot of cases, clothing will not make you warm. Yeah. All it does is trap air.
Prepared Irishman.
You can't put on a shirt and get hotter because of the shirt. You only get hotter because of the air that it's trapping.
Very true. Very true.
So it doesn't matter whether it was made in China, whether it was made in Afghanistan, whether it was made in America. If it is performing the same function, just, you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Ain't got to spend a fortune. Lucky Dame says, I'm currently using the hell out of an e-tool. They are extremely useful. Extremely useful and super durable too, man. You could really beat the crap out of one of those things. It's like a pickaxe and a hoe.
Oh, sure, you
Yeah,
can cock the
man.
head of it and stuff.
Yeah.
And they have ones that have like other things.
Swing
like
that
attached
thing
to-
for the
They
face.
got ones that are like the Rambo knife, you know, and screws and stuff inside. Crowbar on one end. I've seen them all.
Vision preparedness. Thank you so much for stopping by
Now-
tonight, my friend.
A tool like that, because it's an impact tool and you're gonna hit stuff with it and like dig holes with it.
Yeah.
Here's where you want to like maybe go a little bit quality.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely make sure it's military surplus. You don't want the knockoffs. You know, that's where people are gonna get hurt.
Plastic parts, you know,
yeah.
cheap steel, blah blah blah. Like I said, you're gonna use this thing. This could be a pickaxe. This could be a weapon. This could be a
Oh,
shovel.
man. You get one of them
be
old World War II ones with the wooden handle, bro. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Why is one
Now
end
we're
of it
talking.
sharp? You'll find.
But I
it.
tell you what, if you guys didn't see my packing video, check it out. It's it adds a lot of weight. Those things are freaking heavy. They're heavy. They're heavy for a reason, though. Hey, I watched Militant Farmer chop trees down with it. No joke, man. E-tools. That's right. You want real military surplus, Lucky Dame. Yes, real military surplus.
Now, there's a trade-off there because understand that, you know, as red-blooded patriotic Americans that we are, anything military surplus was made by the lowest bidder.
Yeah, unfortunately. Or prison
My
industries.
father forever would not forgive the United States government for handing him an M16A1 rifle in Vietnam that was made by Fisher Price.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Anybody got one of those vintage Fisher Price ARs? I bet you don't.
Stray Kitten says, "Is titanium strong?" What are you using it for? I guess that would be my first question.
Titanium
Prepping
is
artists
very
have a
strong,
great
right?
night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, titanium is strong. It's also very lightweight when it comes to.
It's also
like
very
containers
rare
and
and
things
should
like
be. It should be rather expensive.
Yeah.
And if it's not, unless you're going to test it yourself to find out if it's titanium or not, you better trust that
Mhm.
vendor.
Yeah.
Everything's titanium these days. We're told it's rarer than diamonds, but yeah, you just go on Amazon and buy like titanium stuff all day.
Yeah.
Which one is it, you guys?
Well, like you said, titanium is expensive. Do they make titanium shovels? I'm sure they do make some smaller ones to help cut the weight. So yeah, something to look into. But man, that sucker's probably going to cost you a fortune. I think I'd rather trade the weight and keep a couple dollars.
I have one of those big, heavy-duty, full steel cobalt shovels. You know what I'm talking about? They're like,
Yeah.
Even the shaft is metal.
Yeah.
I got what I call them. I have carbine shovels, the little short ones.
Yep.
And they're heavy, but I intend to carry them either in a vehicle or on the quad. But they're indestructible, and like talk about it, you know, as a weapon of last resort. The thing will knock somebody across the room. It was $30,
Yeah.
whereas a titanium e-tool, like you're gonna be hard pressed
Oh,
to
yeah,
want to put that thing in the dirt
Yeah.
after $400.
Yeah. People are you're gonna bring it into camp, and everybody's gonna ooh
in a
and ah
glass case,
over it.
only
Yeah.
break in the case of emergency.
I got my
You know?
titanium e-tool. Yeah.
Like when Wayne's World had the Stratocaster.
Vision says, I have a vintage signature can of Spam. Yeah, signed by the Livingston man himself. It's his pride and joy. It sits right on the shelf behind him.
There's how many of
He
those?
shows up one.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
There's one.
Oh, snap. 8:34. We had crazy bonus time tonight, Livingston, man.
Trying to make it up to y'all, you know?
Yeah. Thank y'all for being here, man. Really appreciate everybody stopping by. If you're having a good time, smash that like button for us. We really appreciate it. You guys know YouTube is kicking us in the shitter, so we really appreciate all the support we can get. Thank y'all for your donations. We really appreciate it. And we'll have some more videos out soon. Another couple live streams. You know how we do. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival. We out of here.